Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. This is Toybox, and I know, different background setup yet again, but hey, I'm back in fursuit. It's been a while. I wanted to give you guys more fursuit content, but that's not what this video is about. This is about my recent upload, or uploads, I guess, and I wanted to kind of talk about that and talk about what that was all about. So, if you guys don't know, I set up this little ARG type thing on my YouTube channel. If you haven't checked that out, please go check it out. I worked really hard on that. I'm really proud of the work that I did with that. I'm really happy with it. I think it turned out really well. So some of you guys might be wondering, like, what was that all about? What was that entire video thing about? Like, that was so unusual from your regular uploads. Well, there is no meaning behind it. There's no meaning behind it at all. It was just a fun little thing to do. I got bored and I was like, hey, I want to make a scary video, or a scary video. I want to do a cool thing like that, like a date with Markiplier, or a heist with Markiplier, something like that. And that's really all it was. It was just a fun thing I wanted to do. I just kind of experiment with YouTube a bit. I am a YouTuber, so I figured why not just try and experiment a little bit, see what more I can do with my creativity here, because you can really have just about, well, almost endless creativity here on YouTube. And I wanted to expand that a bit more. And so that's what that whole video thing was about. It was just an experiment to see how things would go. And you guys seem to enjoy it. For those who checked it out, like, you seem to really enjoy it. And it makes me really happy, because I wanted to make something that I enjoyed, but I wanted to also make sure that those who saw it and those who went through everything also enjoyed the experience just as much as I did. So I know that my answer of it was just a fun thing to do might not satisfy a lot of people here. And so I'm gonna come up with a completely and utterly bullshit reason as to what that was all for. So why not? Let's go. So I guess you could say the beginning of it, you're sitting down watching a TV, there's something on the screen, that something is the very beginning of the ARG. It's unlisted, or it's listed on my YouTube channel. You're watching this thing on TV, you get up and you're in a bedroom. I know this might look very familiar to some of you. Very familiar. You're in a bedroom, and it's dark. There's no lights on, it's just the TV light that's shining. And there's a record on your bed, and you go to check it out, and it's your favorite record, and it's a song by The Caretaker. And there's the text, my favorite vinyl. And yeah, honestly, it's my favorite vinyl, guys. I highly recommend The Caretaker. Love his music so much, it's amazing. Then you go and get a flashlight, and you use that flashlight later on. But there's one part in the little episode, like one of the episodes, where you want to go outside, but you can't. It wouldn't let you, and that happens twice. There's once with the front door where you just can't leave. And then there's the back door, which you close, and it's dark outside, and you close it because it's scary. And the reasoning for those two things is that it is based off of my real life experiences that I'm still going through, where I'm in this place, and I feel like I can't escape. And there's one place specifically, but I'll talk about that more a little bit later. But I just feel like I can't escape this place, so that if I do, the outside world is too scary. That, oh, it's much safer and much more comforting being here because I'm in a much more familiar environment, but at the same time, I want to go out and explore the outside world because maybe there's other comforting places out there. You walk down to the basement, and there's some text, and it's a little strange, to say the least. It's dark in the basement, you shine your flashlight, and there's nothing in there. There's no monsters in the basement. You quickly run back upstairs, you check the bathroom, and there's some text that's broken. And then you realize you're going back upstairs to the bedroom. The TV sound gets louder and louder. With each step you get closer to it. You go back to the door you were at that you came through when you first started this, and there's some scratches on it. And you don't really acknowledge the scratches. Well, you kind of do, but you don't really think too much about it. And then you're back in the bedroom, sitting and watching the TV. And all that is to signify this room specifically. In real life, this room is where I spend like basically my entire life. This room and the room next to it, which is the kitchen, which you went through twice, and which is where that original video was filmed. These two rooms I can't escape. I feel scared to. I'm prevented from leaving these places because maybe someone has the car. I don't have my own car. There is no place within walking distance. It is a highway out there, and we're on the verge of in the middle of nowhere. We're bordering into nowhere, basically. So there's no place I can really go. I don't have a bike that I could do. I have to bike downhill, then uphill, back up again in like sometimes extreme weather if I want to go out during like when it's snowing or if it's really hot out. But I always come back to this room no matter where I go in life. No matter if I go states away, if I'm a whole country away, if I'm across seas, I always find myself coming back to this room, or wanting to come back to this room, because I've grown so accustomed and so used to this room that this is really the only place I feel safe and comfortable, because I'm so used to being here in this room. And the broken text has to do with kind of like a broken mind. Like, let's say, like a kidnapped victim, basically. I'm not saying that I'm kidnapped. I'm not kidnapped. But in the sense of, we have thoughts, we want to express those thoughts in completion, but we can't. There's just something that's breaking them up. And in my case, that would be fear. Fear is what is preventing me from really, like, giving that call out for help. Telling people, hey, please help me. I want to get out of this place. I don't want to be in this room anymore. I don't want to be in this house anymore. Which, you know, I don't, but that's for another day. I don't want to be here anymore. It's just that fear is preventing me from doing any of those things. And it's not a pleasant feeling at all. For anyone who's going through something similar to what I'm going through, I have a whole lot of sympathy for you. Because situations like this suck. And I am doing what I can to get out of this place as soon as I possibly can. I'm even thinking about going to college just so I can leave this place, and also because I want to maybe study in college too. But I want to get out of this place so badly. I'm very desperate. It's not a very welcoming place for me. I don't feel like I'm truly safe here, and I don't feel truly welcomed here. And that's what that whole thing signifies, is the fear of staying, but the greater fear of what might happen if you leave. What might happen if you go out into that darkness. And the darkness also signifies nothing. As in, like, it signifies the nothing. With that darkness, I can't see beyond it. The outside world to me is just something in my imagination, and when it's dark, I see nothing, and so I'm scared to go out because maybe there really just is nothing. Maybe it's just an empty void out there. And it's just something that I put a lot of work into, put a lot of thought into. Wink, wink. Wink, wink. And I wanted to make it a fun and joyful experience while also digging into some deeper topics as well. And I thought I did a pretty good job with that. I'm proud of the work that I did with it. I'm very proud of the direction that I went with it, the style that I went with it. I'm really, really happy about all of that. So yeah, that's basically it for this video. And it's gonna be weird because this video, I'm gonna do a double upload today, just plug in real quick. A double upload, and there's a couch right behind me, right here, that I'll be sitting on and watching on that TV the trailer for Zootopia 2, so look forward to that. It'll be coming out very soon today, not long after this video actually. So, with all that said, I hope that you all have a good morning, good afternoon, and a good evening.